Preacher is one of the many iconic series from Vertigo. It's DC Comics' more dark and gritty imprint for more mature titles. And because of the popularity of the TV adaptation on AMC, let's quickly go over the Preacher's comic book history and origins.
Jesse Custer was born to an unmarried couple, U.S. Marine John Custer and Christina Leangel, the runaway daughter of a crazy religious cult leader. Jesse's parents met when Christina spat in John's eye as he was returning home from the Vietnam War. Classy. Even with the hostility of their first meeting though, they quickly fell in love and had a child. Jesse. Obviously, that's who the video's about. The first few years of Jesse's life were filled with love, happiness, and Western movies, mostly John Wayne ones. Unfortunately though, the past of Jesse's mom caught up to her, and her mother sent two goons after Christina's entire family. They kidnapped him, forced John and Christina to officially marry, confined him to her plantation called Angelville, and had Jesse grow up the Leangel way. The men joined the clergy, and the women were only useful for breeding. If that wasn't psychotic enough, then get this. At age 5, Jesse's father was killed in front of him for trying to escape the plantation with his son. This was the last time that Jesse would ever shed a tear because his idol John Wayne doesn't cry. Now, why am I constantly mentioning John Wayne? Well, you'll see in a moment because there's plenty more pain in store for Jesse's childhood. Remember, this is a Vertigo comic, so they are able to get super duper dark. At age 12, Jesse's dog jumped onto one of the goons, so they killed it by nailing the dog's head to a fence post. Obviously, Jesse was not a fan of that, and for speaking out, he was sentenced to a week in the coffin, a punishment involving an airtight coffin sunk into the river with only a small tube reaching up to the surface for air. When Jesse's mother tried to protect her son from this punishment, she was killed and Jesse went into the coffin anyway. It was here when Jesse started hallucinating a ghostly John Wayne to talk to as an imaginary friend, which was soon to be his only friend because at age 17, one of the Angelville goons killed Jesse's best friend when he caught one of the goons having sex with a chicken. So Jesse tries to kill the chicken lover, but got 2 weeks in the coffin. So yeah, Jesse's childhood was all kinds of messed up. But when he got out of the coffin, Jesse managed to escape Angelville, met his future girlfriend Tulip, and traveled the southwest with their friend Amy, causing trouble wherever they went. Eventually though, the goons found Jesse and threatened to kill Tulip if he didn't come back with them to Angelville, which he did to save his girlfriend. After a whole month in the coffin, Jesse submitted to his grandmother's will and became a preacher in Annville, Texas. An alcoholic preacher that one day revealed all of the secrets of the townspeople that he heard from confession and gossip around town. Enter Genesis, the unauthorized and unwanted offspring of an angel and a demon so powerful that God himself left heaven after it was born. Upon escaping the pearly gates, Genesis merged with Jesse and bestowed him with the word of God, which makes people do whatever Jesse says. After the merging, Jesse reconnected with Tulip, met a vampire named Cassidy, and is on the run from an angel cowboy named the Saint of Killers, and of course the angel-filled goons, who it turns out are immune to Jesse's word of God. The rest of the series focuses on Jesse's adventures and the crazy cast of characters that he encounters, like Arseface, a kid who failed shooting himself, so he was left looking like he had a butthole for a face. Oh, and there's also a uber cult of Christians called the Grail. Also, there's a good portion of the series involving Jesse's hunt for God, since it was discovered that the Lord was kind of a dick. Heck, the dude even bites off one of Jesse's eyes. But it's okay, because he almost immediately becomes the sheriff of a local town and discovers that his mother was still alive. Plus, he even works with the Saint of Killers to manipulate God himself into being killed, finally giving everyone a happy ending, more or less.
I know I glossed over a lot of the series, but if I didn't, then all you guys in the comments would be complaining about, OMG, there's so many spoilers! Oh, who am I kidding? You guys are probably doing that anyway. But if you want to read Preacher for yourself, then just pick up issue or volume 1 and just read on forward because it is a self-contained series.
So, which Vertigo book would you like me to talk about in the future? Fables or iZombie? Click or tweet me to cast your vote. If you want to support the channel, you can watch my video on another Vertigo comic, Lucifer, or you can take a look at my Patreon. With your help, I can make this show even better and more often. Thank you for watching this video though, I really appreciate the support.